I am someone, my story now, just a little bit, who has come out many times. As a lesbian who was now dating someone who was probably a man and not a woman. As a bisexual queer person who was dating a straight cisgender man. As a queer person who realized they slid along the line of feminine and androgynous in terms of gender identity and expression. And as that queer person who then married that straight cisgender man. I've also come out as a perfectionist in recovery and acceptance, as a bossy big sister and one trying to live into their deep, true trust in people's capacity to do their own things without my telling them what to do. I've come out as a person who is not just a machine of getting good things done, but is in fact a person whose heart has broken and has been broken open by pain and love into a new life. This life here, if we choose to let it, will change and remake us again and again. And this can be for the good if we let it and make it so. With this kind of full living, we, my people, are bound to change in big and small ways through our lives. We might indeed find ourselves wanting to come out to others, however loudly or softly, proudly, or with a whole lot of hesitation. Today is a day to remind us of this reality and encourage us into pride, into living into our current selves and claiming these selves to ourselves and proclaiming them to others. The LGBTQ community, of which many of us here are a part, come on, little clap, teaches us to have patience with ourselves coming out of whatever closet we might be in when we are ready, when we trust that our environment and community can provide us with the safety and trust we will need to survive and hopefully to thrive. The LGBTQ plus community shows us that pride is indeed a party and a protest. It is a protest is rooted in struggle, oppression, powerful fights for freedom and rights, such as the Stonewall Uprising, led by trans women of color, the most marginalized of folks within the queer community. And it is a joyous celebration that comes from rejoicing that the worth and dignity that we have known from within ourselves and have claimed and proclaimed is now being acknowledged by others and by systems. That it is opening the way for us all to live the lives we deserve out in the world and not just in our own inner worlds, chosen family and community. So to all those in the LGBTQ plus community, and especially to our elders, we have some in the room, we say, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the lesson of claiming and proclaiming who you are, for the lesson of fighting like hell for all to acknowledge our worth, and celebrating with all the joy every time there is a victory for rights and freedom. So, what are the lessons all of us might take from Pride, whether or not we are in the LGBTQ community? Today, I want to focus on the process of continually coming out, of making space for growth and change to happen, and of claiming these changes ourselves and proclaiming them to others. Now, I have seen this happen in so many beautiful ways here at this fellowship. I know that there are cisgender people in our community who have gone by different names or different versions of our names at different times in our decades of involvement here at the fellowship. And I love that you all have been able to claim and proclaim these changes here in this community, saying, hey, I've had some changes, this is a new stage, and here is what I would like to be called now. Now, the danger that can happen when we are in close community together for many years and decades is that we can put people in a box and we can hold the image, our image, of who a person was when we met them. And then they stay that way for us despite years, despite decades. The other choice we have is that we can see ourselves and others grow and change over time. We can truly see and celebrate with others as we grow and change and hopefully support one another in changing for goodness. Now this, I believe, is one of the most beautiful joys of long-term community, giving ourselves and giving others permission to grow and change, and being able to witness and celebrate that change over many years. This fellowship now and before I arrived has been in a time of change, right? I have had the gift of getting to know you all within a new system and within a new era in this time of the fellowship. I have had the gift of meeting you all where you are right now. It's been a pretty wonderful gift, and I'm grateful for it. And it has been my experience that most of you have been here for a while, have changed and grown through your time here in wonderful, beautiful, fabulous, and in many ways powerful ways. It has also been my experience that these changes have been harder for others who have been with you for a long time to see, right? And this is very normal and human. That's what we do here, right? We sort out the human condition and how we might do a little bit better. So this right here and right now is an invitation to allow yourselves and others the space and the grace to grow and change within this fellowship, to claim and proclaim new selves, to come out continuously and be held, supported, and held accountable to by this fellowship. This fellowship that is growing and changing in beautiful, fabulous, and powerful ways. So too can each and every one of us, and so too can we all. We can, and I suspect will all, grow and change in wonderful ways. So together, let's make room and space for these changes and celebrate one another as we grow and change, claim and proclaim these new selves in our midst. Sound like a reasonable enough plan and thing to try out? All right, great. Now to help us move into this moment, we have a surprise glitter ritual. All right, you'll get more excited about it, I hope. To remind us of both the healing and acceptance required for claiming and proclaiming, we will have some aloe vera gel. And to remind us of the gifts we all have, however bold or subtle, glitter. Now, listen to directions first and then we'll go. If you're on the end of a row, you can check underneath your seat and you might have a little tube of glitter or some aloe vera gel. Now, there is less aloe vera gel than there is glitter. So, what we're gonna do, you can, if you have the aloe vera gel, hold on, listen before we act. Okay. If you have some aloe vera gel, you can just rip off the top and you're gonna put just a little bit, goes a long way, I know because I did this earlier as a test subject. Get a very little bit of aloe vera gel and you can put it on, I would suggest the front of your hands, but do what you will. And then you can take the top off your glitter. Now there are little holes on the top, but be careful when you're sprinkling your glitter because we want the glitter to be received by us, not by the entirety of the room, okay? So, The glitter, I should say, is biodegradable, so that's excellent news. When you're done using them, just keep passing them back and forth down the rows. Now, here's the important part. As you put on the aloe, you might want to say, I heal, to yourself, out loud or in yourself. And then as you put on the glitter, you might want to say, I shine. Let's try it. I heal, I shine. Or you might want to say, I claim, as you put on the aloe vera gel, and I proclaim, as you put on the glitter. I claim, I proclaim. All right, great. You all are already going because you don't listen to directions, and I love that about you. So keep moving, and we might have a little music for you as you move. If you're in need of any glitter, raise your hand. We're good? Okay. Have we all been aloed and glittered? Yes. Okay. Let's take a moment, look at our glitter, look at our aloe. May we see the healing and the shining in each one of us, in ourselves and in everyone, honoring who we are and who we are becoming, making the safety and creating some pride so they all can claim and proclaim themselves. We are all sparkly dust, truly. All star stuff. May we all shine brightly and sparkle, showing our true colors, an array of beautiful, shining, burning stars, guiding and holding one another in this wild ride of life. Amen. Amen.